Hey everyone, we're going to talk today about 5 ways to grow your business quickly. My name's Rios. I'm so excited you're here. Just take the time to watch us. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to all my social media links. We're so glad you're here. So let's get started. 5 ways to grow your business quickly. I've owned 4 different service companies and I've learned all these different ways to grow businesses. I've also spent millions of dollars of my own money on advertising. So I've spent a little money and I've learned a lot of things about what to do, what not to do. And I think that you'll find this very helpful today. So here we go without further ado. So we're going to talk about number 1. Make the most of current clients. What I see in most businesses is they never maximize a client. They get a client, they do one simple job, they do one simple thing, one simple product, one simple service, and they never maximize the time and effort to make that a great client to where that client comes back and comes back and comes back and comes back. Your existing client base is going to be your quickest way to grow your business, hands down. It's always your fastest way to grow your business without having to spend more money, is working within your existing client base. So we always talk about transactional versus experiential when we look at how we deal with our clients. So if every time your client comes to you, it's only transactional, there's no positivity, there's no good experience, and the odds of them coming back are going to be very low. But if it's experiential, they're always going to want to come back and do more and have more and spend more money. Think about the highest end restaurants, the highest end places that you can go to, like clothing stores, where when you walk in, they treat you like a king. They treat you like you're somebody special. They treat you like something great is about to happen. And the key with this is, the whole point of me telling you that is when you make it about an experience, you can make this easier for your existing clients to want to spend more money because they're going to want to come back all the time. We've always said we provide 5-star service. Always. Number 1, we're a 5-star company who provides 5-star service at all times. And when you live that way, you're going to see the difference that you can make on your existing client base. I know you've gone into a restaurant where you walk up to a counter, the person looks down, they never look up at you, they say, "Can I take your order?" Okay. They never give a shit. They don't actually give a shit about you. It's a transaction. They don't care whether you have a good experience or not. They're simply there to do a job and make it a transaction for you. You can't live like that. In order to make the most of your clients, you need to make sure it's experiential. That way you want them to call you over and over and over. No matter what service or product you're providing, if you make it a great experience, they'll always call you for more things. So don't not do these things, because the reason I'm hounding this one thing to start is because most people don't do this part. They lose so much money on a client. So we look at 3 different values on a client. We look at the one-time value, and we look at the lifetime value. So we look at 2. So we're one-time value versus lifetime value. If it's just a one-time value, you get just a little bit of money here. But if it's the lifetime value, is what can we gain over a lifetime by working with these clients? This is going to be key. You're never going to get everything right. Remember that. You're never going to get everything right, but always work towards the objective of having a lifetime client with lifetime value, and you'll maximize your business so much faster, especially if you've got a large customer base. Shoot out a quick email to them, say, "Hey guys, we've got a great promotion going on right now. We'd love to have you guys come out. Whatever service you're offering, do something that's going to get their attention, that's going to make them want to come back, and provide them some value when they walk into that place." That's going to be key. I've purchased many vehicles in my life. And I know when I walk into a dealership with a good salesman, the first thing they're going to say, "Hey, can I get you guys a water? Can I get you guys something here right now? Can I get you guys a snack while you guys wait just for a few minutes?" They always go out of their way to make sure it's a great experience, versus me going to another dealership years ago that I was going to buy a vehicle for one of our businesses, and the guy never looked up at me. He looked at his phone the whole time, never introduced himself. We did not buy anything from that guy, and we never did. So we would always buy vehicles from the same person over and over and over because we knew the experience was going to be great. So make the most of every client that you have. Otherwise, all you've done is wasted your money and wasted your time. Be phenomenal at what you do, and I promise you the results will show, and they'll always spend more money. We're talking about the 5 quickest way to grow your business. This is number 1. Make the most of your clients, okay? Number 2 is ask for referrals. Every time you have a client, ask them for referrals. So, "Miss Jones, hey, great. I hope you loved our service. Oh my God, I loved your service. Your service was so great. We love that you guys are coming out. You take such good care of us. We are just so happy with your service and what you guys have provided us with." "Well, great, Miss Jones. Would you mind providing us with a couple of referrals? We'd love to get some referrals for our business. It really helps our business grow. We sort of live and die by these referrals. And if you could just help us, we would be so grateful. We would just be so honored." And remember this, if it's a transactional experience, it's hard to ask for a referral because they don't care about you because you didn't make it positive, or they didn't give a shit about what you did because you didn't make it positive for them and make it an experiential one where they're like, oh my God, I love this place. It's so awesome. So asking for referrals requires you to do step one, which is make the most of that client with that client and make it a phenomenal experience. And all of a sudden, just like that, they're like, oh yeah, hey, great, I got 3 friends I think would benefit from you. Great, we'd love to have those referrals. I've heard of a dentist office I read a story about. He built his entire business off of referrals. You couldn't come to his office unless you were going to provide him with 5 referrals. That was his number 1 rule. If you're going to be my client, you have to provide me with at least 5 referrals before you walk in on day 1. That's how they built their entire business. They were able to build it around referrals, and referrals is a simple way to get business because if they like you, they're going to refer you. And it almost always makes it simpler to close a deal, to sell more products, to sell more services if it's a referral because they already trust you because their friends trusted you. So make sure you make the most of your experience with them and then ask for the referrals. Don't be afraid to ask for the referral. We see this more often than not is that the person, the technician, the service person, whoever's there, the owner, they're afraid to ask that client for a referral, and because they don't ask, they don't get. Remember this, you get 100% of what you don't ask for. So make sure you ask for the referral. It's very important, okay? So let's go to number 3 here, social media. Leverage the power of social media. I cannot tell you how important it is to leverage the power of social media. If you don't leverage the power of social media, all you're doing is just losing money hand over foot, hand over foot. Most people don't do business with you because they don't know you exist. You may have the best service, the best product, the best of everything in the whole world, but the problem is you're not going to get clientele unless they know you exist. They have to know you exist first in order for them to want to do business with you. So make sure you're using social media and you're leveraging every aspect. I'm talking from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, MySpace, whatever you can come up with. I mean, seriously, but you have to leverage social media and let everybody know this is what you're doing. These are the specials we're running. These are the promotions we're running. These are the offers we're running. This is how we're serving our clientele. Make sure if you can provide pictures, that would be great. All these things make a huge difference when it comes to growing your business quickly, because when we're looking at social media, it changes everything. Because it can just like that get you 20 clients just like that, 30 clients just like that. My daughter's, her business, we built her entire business model using social media. When she went into business, now she does eyelashes. When she went into business for the first time, when she said, okay, Dad, what do we do? How do we get clients? I said, well, we're going to run an ad on Facebook first. So we spent $150, ran a simple ad for $150. We kept her busy for 2 years because what we did, we maximized and leveraged social media at that point. We ran the ad, we got initial clients coming in, Then of course, she provided phenomenal service. They started referring all their friends and all their friends and all their friends and all their friends and all their family members. And then we just leveraged the pictures and the different things we could on social media. So make sure you leverage social media to your advantage, and make sure when you're on social media that you're someone people would want to come to. Don't look like you're this idiot who were like, oh my God, I would never go to that person. Because we have seen this so many times where we don't want to do business with some people that we see on social media because of what we see is on their social media pages. So make sure you leverage social media in a positive way to your advantage. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Partnerships. Partnerships are phenomenal. Find somebody who has a similar business as yours, but not the same business, and they say, hey, look, if I send you referrals, would you send me referrals? Create a partnership with another business where they can send you work and you send them work. You're just sharing information. You're sending it back and forth each time. That's going to make a huge difference. They're your affiliate and you're their affiliate. You're working together as a partnership, not just as a singular person. Now, I've done one-sided partnerships where I've just referred, never got any work back from them at all in all the things I've done. But I did not refer them because I wanted something back. I referred them because I wanted my clients to get what I thought was going to be the best experience for my client, whether I ever got anything in return for or not. I built a partnership based on that, but also I knew with this one contractor, when I called them, they were my Johnny on the spot. Just like that, they were always there. They would always do everything they could to make my life better and make my business better because I always referred them work. And I referred them hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of work. And I didn't care if I got anything back from them except for the fact that when I needed something, I wanted you to be there for me. And I appreciated it very much. And I made that very clear how much I appreciated what they did for me as well. So we always continued to send them work because they provided a phenomenal experience to our clients, and that was what was important to me. So create partnerships with anybody that you possibly can. Go to a networking event, a BNI, a Chamber of Commerce. Just start creating partnerships, and this is going to help grow your business quickly because people are going to start referring you out. Remember, we're talking about referrals. That's a great way right there to work your partnerships. Is hey, ask them to refer you. So your referrals are important, and your partnerships are even more important because they give you the referrals in that business. Okay, number 5 here. You guys ready? Paid advertising. Paid advertising by far, 100%, is the quickest way to grow any business because now you're paying for leads. You're paying for leads. But you're paying for leads. But the problem is if you do number 1 through 4 first and you focus on these 4 right here, I promise you'll grow your business very quickly without having to blow a lot of money on this. Because paid advertising can cost you a lot of money, especially if you don't know how to maximize making the most of those leads. In some businesses that we've coached and consulted with, and in my own business, we've spent $100 a lead, $200 a lead, $300 a lead. And if you don't know how to make the most of those leads, you can go broke very quickly. Well, I'll just manage my own. I'll manage my own Google pay-per-click. So in paid advertising, there's a lot of different kinds of paid advertising that you can do, but there's some primary ones that most people do. One of them is Google pay-per-click, Google local ads. And then there's all these different secondary companies, and then thirdary companies. I know that's not a word, but it just lets us have some fun with it. That you can also pay to advertise for you, but you got to be very careful when you're spending money on advertising because if you're not, it can eat up all your funds very quickly, and you can go broke very fast. So make sure you understand paid advertising is the #1 resource to growing your business as fast as you possibly can. I've spent millions of dollars on paid advertising over the years, and I can tell you, it can take you from here to there in a week's time, just like that, but also make sure you're making the most of every single call that comes into your office, every single client that walks into your office, every single person that you interact with that you've spent the money on. Because if you're not, remember we talk about making the most of the client, maximizing every client. If you're spending this, you better be doing this. Otherwise, all you've done is wasted your money. So make sure if you're going to grow your business quickly, and you need to do this quickly, that you're spending the money wisely, you understand what you're spending it on. Don't sign advertising contracts with an advertiser. Make them work for you. Do it on a month-to-month basis. This is what we're going to do, and it makes them provide you results. Remember this, every other person wants you as a business owner to provide guaranteed results. So make sure you're doing the same thing for yourself. Don't sign those contracts because if it goes bad, you can't get out of it. You're still stuck paying it. So make sure you protect yourself. So remember, we're going to cap with the 5 things, okay? 5 ways to grow your business quickly. Make the most of your current clients. That means maximize. Okay, number 2 is ask for referrals. Just ask for them. You get 100% of what you don't ask for. If you don't ask for them, you can't have them. Number 3 is social media. Leverage social media to your advantage, and I promise you, your life's going to change, and your business is going to be so much better. Number 4, partnerships. Form partnerships, and you can find great partnerships through BNI meetings, Chamber of Commerce meetings, any kind of networking meetings. Those are going to be the great ways to form partnerships. Okay, number 5 is paid advertising. By far the quickest way to grow a business is through paid advertising. You can do this. I've done it, but just make sure you do it wisely and intelligently, and make sure you have someone help guide you along so you don't waste money and do things you shouldn't do. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on all my social media. We love you, we appreciate you. We're going to continue providing great value to you. Have a great day.